Oh yeah, this will be good. This is like super antioxidants here.
It's fantastic.
Right?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm grateful.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. So give it a try. These are your raspberries.
All right. It's the Latham variety. Well done.
Oh, thank you. You
Nice
like
job. Yeah.
This is pure raspberries. So all we do is take the raspberries,
Yep.
blend them,
Okay.
strain out the seeds,
Yep.
add a little sugar, add a little lemon. That's it.
Wow.
Bada boom, bada bang. And then you put it in the freezer, freeze it, and that's what you get, the sorbet.
Wow.
So why'd you get into farming?
Because easy. Because I like being frustrated. It's humbling. It's humbling for a lot of reasons. You take a scientist or an engineer or a doctor, more often than not, they can control their environment, they can control their conditions, where we as farmers, we go out into the world and Mother Nature has other plans.
What are some plans that you didn't plan for that Mother Nature presented you?
Well,
recently, like maybe
just
this
recently,
season?
Yeah, so this season, for example, we, at our farm in Renshaw was extraordinarily dry. And we were 5-6 weeks without any rain. Not only does it create problems with all the labor associated with checking the irrigation lines, we didn't have as much fruit as we were planning on, so customers would come out, we'd get picked out, and we'd get picked out, and we'd get picked out. The people got frustrated. And then towards the end of the season, when people thought the season for raspberry picking was over, we got a bunch of rain, and that translated to great fruit. And we could barely get anyone to go out and pick. So it threw everything off.
So why did you pick the raspberries, by the way?
Well, raspberries, oddly enough, was one of those situations where we thought it would be a way to diversify the farm and a way to create some community within Renshaw and the surrounding area. And so far, it's worked out really well. However many years ago, 2-3 years ago, you and I sat down and talked at Duluth Grill, and you said, I'm thinking about opening a creamery.
Yeah. That was like 5 years ago.
Was it 5 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Long
it's
time
been
ago.
easy and relaxing and rewarding ever since.
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know why everyone just doesn't do it.
Yeah.
You know? I did it really organic, started pretty small, testing out. People wanted a local ice cream place, making ice cream, selling out a couple carts for a couple years, working at a community commercial kitchen, so I didn't have to put in a big operation, spend a lot of money to get started. So this was the next natural step. I needed to get my own kitchen. I was taking up too much freezer space in the commercial kitchen. And there's great things about sharing a kitchen with people, but there's some non-great things too.
I think it's pretty common when people start a business, they're always like, it's gonna be great, I'm gonna make all this money. And you do all these projections and you're like, I'm gonna bring in this dollar and this dollar and this dollar. And I think I'm guilty of it, and perhaps you are too, of, oh, I didn't see that expense. We as entrepreneurs are working in this unknown space where we didn't know things were gonna happen. So I'm giving myself a little small pat on the back and being like, it's okay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's okay, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And it seems to work.
What do you think are the biggest risks for an entrepreneur?
Failure, bankruptcy, those come to mind immediately.
Yeah, besides those.
Living in a hovel, that's high on my list.
Driving around in a crappy old car.
Shame.
Yeah.
Shame's one. Yeah, that's a pretty big motivator. Yeah, I mean, there's the risks abound. A good friend of mine was, he's had a business for, I don't know, 20, 25 years, and when we were looking at starting our business, he said it's really emotional. And I'm like, nah. He's like, it's really emotional. And I'm like, and you know what, after doing this for like 5-6 years, it's really emotional.
It is emotional. That's really interesting.
Yeah. Everyone thinks it's going to be like this, some sort of IT tech industry Facebook story, and it's not.
Totally.
No, it's not.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, and you're like, huh.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting to me how many people come in and I have lines out the door and they're like, oh, you're making bank. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just paying off that bill that I didn't plan for because the electricity was messed up and we had to spend another $6,000 to get it fixed. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like thinking to myself, okay, I'm going to pay this guy here, I'm going to pay her tomorrow.
Yeah.
And did that check clear?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, it cleared.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good news, it cleared. Okay, now how about this bill I gotta pay? So it, I feel like a walk-in ATM machine sometimes.
Oh, and indeed. So, what are the upsides of running your own business?
I think when it comes to agriculture, I think what we're most proud of is the way we do things in farming. We do things in a way that we're very ecologically and locally oriented.
That sustainable piece too is really one of the rewards for me as well. Well, obviously connecting with businesses like you to take your product and bring, you know, a wonderful treat to our community. There are a number of people that ask us consistently, what is in this flavor? What's the connection to our community? Where are you getting these ingredients? So, and we can talk to that with all of our products, even our dairy. Being able to literally forge forward and have my life entangled with what we're doing here is incredibly rewarding for me.